I wanted to show you real quick some great choices for your 1-year-old. Our That's Not My series is our most known series because you can see these in other stores. You can't see all the titles available, but you can. Every page will feature one thing to touch, like a tactile experience. There's great vocabulary building, and then there's always a mouse for them to find. And kids go nuts for these. Even as they get older, they memorize this and they like to read it aloud. So it becomes something that's familiar to them. And there's like 3 dozen titles in that. So our Animal Hide and Seek is another favorite for that age. There's simple flaps. There's always a duck to find on every page. I'll show you. And that's reminiscent of, that's a Stephen Cartwright's signature when he illustrates things. So there's simple counting, tactile, stuff to touch, and then little flaps. And then this is a board. This is a thick board. Then we have a brand new series that's great for toddlers, all about routine. How to feed your cheeky monkey, how to brush your teeth with Snappy Croc, how to tuck in your sleepy lion, and how to bathe your little dinosaur. And I will show you inside of one of those just so you can see how cute they are. It always features one child and then one animal. And they go about their routine and make it a fun routine, which is, I'm hearing great feedback that these have kind of enabled parents to get through routines a little bit easier. They'll oftentimes pair it with a stuffed animal that they find solely for that routine, and they can only use that stuffed animal during that routine. That's if you're having trouble with them getting something, going through one of those. So our Listen and Learn series, we have a Spanish one and a Chinese one. This is our English one. They have cards that there's double-sided cards. You stick those in there.
Animals.
You type or you touch go, and then as you press,
Snake, dog, fish,
and you'll find that they start repeating it.
monkey, tiger.
So that's just a really cool way to engage them. And then we have some brand new sound books. This is our musical nurseries. There's also an orchestra one, jungle sounds one, and garden sounds. The nursery rhyme is my favorite because it has the most, like, there's things you can do and sing with it. But anyways, that just gives you a good, okay, now how do I stop it? Well, let me tell you, there is an on-off button. Boop, off. Okay, so the Look Inside series that I showed you in a previous video, or maybe you haven't seen it yet, it's for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, and maybe 6-year-olds. The Peek Inside is great for 2+, but sometimes I like showing it to 1-year-olds because if you're gonna supervise them, I think it's a great way to start engaging them with fine motor skills of opening flaps, but also they're just so cute. And the pages themselves are thicker. The flaps, yes, they can be torn, but don't worry because we have a 50% off replacement policy for that plus shipping and handling, and you'll be getting a new one for the half price. But anyway, so our Peek Inside series has several titles in that series if you like that format. Last but not least, this is probably my most suggested book for this age, for 1 and 2-year-olds. Every page is a spread, tons to talk about, which is always my favorite thing, and then it asks you to find different things. Sorry if this is not focusing. But yeah, every single page. There's so many pages, lots to talk about, and it's great to do with their older siblings. And then there's also one that's out and about, and then there's one that's just a regular very first book of things to spot. There you go.